Cutman Matt Barker on the varsity here with Coach Kenneth McClamrock with the Central Cabarrus Vikings. Coach, talk to me about the goals for this Vikings team this year.
We talk about the same goals every year. We don't set a numerical number of wins that we want to have or anything like that, but we talk about winning the season opener. Mm-hmm. We talk about winning all of our home football games. We talk about winning our county games, of course, our conference games, and then we talk about making a run into the playoffs. And if we do those things, our kids have had a good season.
Okay, excellent. Talk to me about some players to look out for this year.
I think everybody knows about Derek Boykins. He's a big-time player that just committed to South Carolina. Mm-hmm. He's one of the top players in the state of North Carolina. But he also has a little brother who's a rising sophomore who's got multiple offers, SEC offers, Big Ten offers, ACC offers. Okay. DeAndre Boykins. He played corner for us last year, returned kicks and punts, and I'll be honest with you, he's going to play about everything this year. He's going to play some slot, some running back, and might even get a quarterback. Devin Coley is another heck of a player who's a rising junior. Mm-hmm. Keezy Harvey, who's our running back, had a good year on a bum ankle last year, and he's just worked his butt off this offseason. Had a really good spring and summer so far. Okay. Of course, Evan McGee at quarterbacks had a really good year. Hakeem Simmons-Blakeney is a stud linebacker. I think he's one of the best linebackers for a long ways. Mm-hmm. I think he's a top linebacker in the county. Christian Ramirez, soon to be Christian Clayton, is just a heck of a high school football player for us. He's a great leader. He works his butt off in the weight room. He's a great defensive lineman for us. And then we've got a couple kids that you met today that we're really excited about. The Dallas Fords, the Kadolfi Harveys, the Keith Jones, Lamar Phillips, who was a new transfer. We've got some other younger guys who got some valuable playing time for us last year. Chandler Rivers is going to be a heck of a wide receiver over the next 2 years. And, we got some kids that we're really excited about.
Okay, excellent, man. Talk to me about the best game you've ever coached in.
The best game I've ever coached in. My first year as a head football coach. We were a 5-6 team that snuck into the playoffs and went down to Freedom High School and played an undefeated team. A very good Freedom football team, and 2.5 minutes ago we scored. We're down by 7. We need to force some type of turnover. We get the turnover. We go 2-minute drill. We score, and there's not a lot of time left on the clock, 15 or 20 seconds. And all week long we had talked about it was going to come down to the last play of the game, and we talked all week that we were going to go for 2 in the win. Oh, nice. And so I called a timeout and had 2 outstanding twins that was our quarterback and wide receiver, and butt puckers up a little bit in that situation. And I'm looking at him, and Seth Wire, who's my wide receiver, said, "Coach, this is what we need to run." And sure enough, we ran it, got a 2-point conversion, won, and went on the following week and surprised a second-round team, won then, and played a really tough game to a South Point team the following week and didn't win it. But it was a great memory. It's probably my best memory as a coach, even on top of the state championship games I coached in.
Oh, man, that's awesome. My last question, talk to me a little bit about yourself and your background for people that may not know you that well.
I was fortunate, and I consider fortunate. I was with Glenn Padgett for 12 years. So he was a high school coach of mine, and then my senior year of college, started working with him at North Mac, and I was there for 7 years with him. Then we went to another team in the county, Concord High School, for 5 years. I kid, I love Concord, but love to beat them this year. But was there for 5 years, was fortunate to play in 2 state championship games there, coached 2 state championship games. Had some really awesome kids who I still have relationships with to this day, some awesome kids who are going to be working our youth camp this weekend from Concord.
That's great.
And went to East O&M for 3 years as my first head coaching job. And like I said, I had a pretty good run my first year there, and met some great kids and had some great relationships there, and did some things that were kind of unique at that school and set a bunch of records. And last year was my first year at Central Cabarrus, and I think there's a process to turn a program around. There's a process to get kids to change something that they had done for a really long time on both offense and defense, and new coaches and all that kind of stuff. But I've been really, really proud of our kids this off season. They've worked their butt off. They've gotten a heck of a lot stronger. They're more explosive. They're doing things the right way. Their grades are better. They're not getting in as much trouble as they used to get in at school. And you heard some of them, and they talk about character.
Oh, big time.
You know, we talk about character, we talk about commitment, we talk about hard work, we talk about success, we talk about focus. So when you hear the guys that you're interviewing and they're echoing those same words, you know that stuff is starting to stick with them.
Yes,
and you know, as a coach, I want to win every football game. But I think that the true measure of our success this year, next year, the following year, last season, is going to be what our guys are doing 5 and 10, 15 years from now. If they come around and they give me a hug and introduce me to their wife and their kids, and they tell me about all the cool things they're doing as leaders of the community and leaders of their houses, you know, that's when I'm going to know how successful we really were this year. Exactly. And I think that we're on our way there. We're not there yet. We're on our way. We're battling every day. We made some bonehead mistakes tonight where we acted like a knucklehead for a minute. You know, but we want to correct those things, and we want to teach our men how to be young men.
All right, man. That's excellent stuff right there. And I appreciate you allowing us to come out and talk to you and all those wonderful kids we talked to earlier. And, you know, we'll be back soon. We appreciate it, Coach.
Yes, sir. And we welcome you guys anytime. Thank you, buddy.